Welcome to TV20 News, I'm Dan Monroe. Coming up on today's show, the story of a man who was an icon for Cleveland's youth sports is honored by the Cleveland Guardians. Then we'll take you to the 78th annual One World Day Festival, and then it's off to a reunion from the city's Sandlot Baseball League of days gone by. Then we take you to the skies with the 2024 Cleveland Air Show. But first, in Ward 7, a local roofing company made a generous donation to a resident in need, providing a brand new roof through their nonprofit Iman Helps. Our cameras were there as construction started for this heartwarming story. A much-needed gift is coming to a long-term resident of Ward 7. Thanks to Iman Helps, the charitable arm of our local roofing company, Carrie Bell will soon have a brand new roof over her head.
Her reaction was she was ecstatic, and she actually didn't believe it. Even actually up until yesterday, she asked me, how is this getting paid for? So she still couldn't believe that she's going to get a roof without having to pay for the roof. Her home has been leaking for quite a while, and so she's been looking for help in different areas and unfortunately has not been able to get it. And so we're just happy to be able to be the ones to provide her with that full roof replacement.
Carrie Bell has lived in this home for decades, but in recent years, her roof has fallen into disrepair. Ward 7 Councilwoman Stephanie House-Jones was able to make the right connections to pair Mrs. Bell with the Iman Helps Foundation.
We really worked with our healthy home specialist, Ms. Bonnie Howard. I'll give a shout out to her and the Famicos team, which were able to give us a couple of names, and then we were able to identify Ms. Bell here as a long-term 40-year plus resident here in Ward 7, who, just to have the partnership and to be able to benefit from the generosity and love of Iman Roofing.
The nonprofit Iman Helps Foundation was created by the local roofing company to give back to the community by donating free roofs to those in need. And for Carrie Bell, their support was life-changing.
Being a homeowner itself, as a senior, is not an easy task, especially if you're a single person. It can be a bit much, especially if you're on a fixed income and things like that. So things can kind of get out of hand real quick. It can start with just a small leak, end up being a major leak, and now your home is getting destroyed and devalued and all that kind of stuff. So we want to try to stop that as quick as we can, and we stop that from the very top, which is the most important thing, which is the roof.
A new roof and a new start for Carrie Bell, thanks to a company giving back and a community leader who cares.
I think this is the ultimate testimony of community partnership. Many times you see companies, you might not even know they exist, but for them to just extend a hand and reach out and say, hey, we are here. We want to show people what we're doing, and not just show them, but actually through our real dollars, cents, labors, and talent to be able to help a long-term resident in our community is a beautiful thing, is what you expect to see from community.
What an inspiring story. Thanks to Iman Helps and Councilwoman Stephanie House-Jones for their efforts in supporting our community. The One World Day Festival was held recently in Cleveland for the 78th consecutive year. This event celebrates the many cultures that call Northeast Ohio home and utilizes each unique cultural garden as a base for multiple celebrations. TV20's own Errol Porter was on hand to witness the very colorful celebration.
Thanks, Dan. We're very proud of our cultural diversity here in the city of Cleveland, and it's on display in a big way at the One World Day Festival.
The One World Festival kicked off with an emotional naturalization ceremony for new U.S. citizens, welcoming them as official residents of Northeast Ohio.
And the home of the brave.
Today is the 78th celebration of One World Day, where all the communities and nationalities in the world get together and celebrate what's best about all of us and what's the same about all of us. And we're so glad that you're here today.
I feel great. It's an honor, and it's emotional. So thank goodness the weather gods were with us as well. So it's really a great day.
A huge favorite for festival goers is always the Parade of Flags, which celebrates the diversity of our great city with colorful garments, music, and dance relative to each country. We caught up with Mayor Justin Bibb after his walk in the parade.
I prayed real hard that the rain wouldn't hold us off this morning. I'm so excited to be here at the 78th annual One World Day Parade. It's never been interrupted over the last 78 years. And I think that's just a testament to the strong diversity and culture we have in our great city. I'm just so happy to be here to represent.
We've been participating in the parade here for a lot of years, and it's so important for all of the ethnic groups to get together, and we learn things about each other, and just have a lot of fun, celebration, develop respect for talents that other folks have that maybe we've never seen.
78 years in the making for today, man. That's a long time.
Yes.
Tell us what it took to keep that going.
I think the energy we have a really great core group, and they are doing their best to make everything work so well. So that's what we're very happy about. They're making it possible for us to be able to continue making this for everybody else. And we can see the audience here. They're having a great time. They're enjoying it. And we're very lucky enough that it's not raining right now.
Right.
So,
If you happen to miss this year's festival, then don't worry. We'll see you next year for number 79. I'm Earl Porter, and this is TV20. Back to you, Dan.
Thanks, Errol, for that great story, and a huge congratulations to all of our new American citizens that now call Cleveland home. A spotlight was shined on a remarkable individual whose dedication and passion has left a lasting imprint on our community. Tim Wells, former manager of organized sports for the city of Cleveland, was honored with the Cleveland Guardian's prestigious Guardian of the Community Award for the month of August. For decades, Tim Wells has been a beacon of hope and inspiration for thousands of Cleveland youth. His commitment to developing organized sports programs and fostering a love for athletics has shaped the lives of countless young athletes across our city.
What an absolutely special night this is to honor Tim Wells, one of the truly unsung heroes in our town. You talk about a person who is just so giving, so caring of the young people of this city, wanting them to have the best opportunities they possibly can, and in our case, the game of baseball.
The Cleveland Guardians chose Tim for this special recognition, celebrating his unwavering dedication to the youth of Cleveland. The Guardians have been a cornerstone in our community, and this award reflects their commitment to honoring those who make a difference.
Between football and basketball, and as long as it had to do with the kids, Tim was there. He was all about it. I know Tim plenty of times going to his own pocket to make sure the kids had the equipment and the whatever they needed to play to make sure they had a great experience. Tim was always there for them.
Tim Wells' influence extends far beyond the playing fields. His initiatives have provided opportunities for growth, teamwork, and leadership for countless young athletes. From organizing leagues to mentoring coaches, his impact is felt throughout every corner of our city.
We've seen the impact that he had, and even to this day, he pushes us to be impactful just as much as he was able to do it. Hopefully we could even come to that level, but he's a big inspiration to a lot of people. I've met so many people that just know him by name, and I would have never known that it was that big of a name that he had and the inspiration he had on Cleveland.
Honestly, it is so amazing to see him recognized because he has always given to others before he's given to himself. And him being recognized by that in front of everybody that knows him and loves him, and we're all here to support him, has been really, really awesome to see.
I'm so happy that I can be a part of what you've built over the last 30 years. Thank you for helping make me who I am today and help me coach my daughter JC and all of the kids that I do coach baseball and football still. So thank you for everything. You're awesome.
As we celebrate Tim Wells' legacy, we also recognize the power of community and the positive changes that can be achieved through dedication and service. Congratulations to Tim Wells, the guardian of the community, whose work continues to inspire and uplift the next generation of Cleveland stars. Veteran enthusiasts of Sandlot baseball gathered to commemorate the timeless appeal of America's beloved pastime in their yearly reunion at the historic League Park.
Cleveland's Sandlot baseball, born in vacant lots over a century ago, became the heartbeat of neighborhoods. From its early 1900s roots to its post-war peak, these informal games shaped the city's baseball culture.
I don't think we realized back then how special Cleveland's Sandlot baseball was because it was always there. And we had nothing to compare it to. Contract cards, permits needed for practice times, lighted fields, yearly statistics books, paid scorekeepers, annual Sandlot days at the municipal stadium to raise money, dragged diamonds, perennial backers who funded many teams, and great coverage by all three newspapers.
When I coached baseball at John Hay and Lincoln West High School, one of the questions that I had on the first test, and you got to picture this is the first test I'm giving these high school student athletes. What was the largest crowd to ever see a baseball game in Cleveland? Now keep in mind the old stadium had 80,000. So I gave multiple choice, 80,000, 42,000, and 115,000. How many know? And if you look right over here, there's the proof. On October 10th, 1915, right here, Sandlot Baseball at Brookside Park.
Rich Rollins, a former Major League Baseball standout, was honored at the annual Sandlot Baseball celebration, where his family, spanning 3 generations, joined in commemorating his formative years on the city's informal diamonds.
You know, obviously we grew up with my dad as a major leaguer, and being around town, you really don't know what that means until you're older and you walk around with him, and he always talks about the Cleveland Sandlot.
I think a lot of the stories that he tells me really came back to kind of the Sandlots and how much fun and kind of how his love for the game flourished from there. So definitely a lot of memories from this aspect of his playing career, and really molded him into kind of the player and person that, you know, he is right now.
For TV20, this is Alex Picterna.
You can find the full Sandlot Reunion on the TV20 Cleveland YouTube page. Le Dîner and Blanc is one of the most anticipated social events of the year, and TV20 reporter Catrice Head was in attendance for this wonderful affair.
Thanks, Dan. Tonight we are at Dîner en Blanc. From Paris to Cleveland, tonight's the night.
Welcome to Dîner en Blanc, Cleveland's premier all-white picnic in the city. It started in Paris, and it's all over the world, and today is our day. Welcome to Dîner en Blanc.
The iconic Le Dîner en Blanc is a night of sophistication, elegance, and a touch of magic, as thousands of guests dressed in white gather in an undisclosed location to enjoy a plush dinner experience.
Michelle and I were both members in different cities, Pittsburgh and Washington, D.C. We thought it would be an amazing event to bring to our city, to Cleveland, where we call home. We were excited to bring it here for that reason. Cleveland is big on community and neighborhood, and we wanted to just bring that elegance forward.
Guests arrived with their own tables, chairs, and dining essentials, and set up in a carefully selected secret location revealed only hours before the event.
One, it's just great to bring people together. That's always good. But the unique thing about it is that we are at a different location each time, and you never know where you're going to go. So it's a great way to just experience parts of Cleveland that you wouldn't do every day or at any time, probably.
The night is filled with food, conversation, and stunning performances. It's not just about the food, though that's certainly a highlight. It's about coming together and celebrating the beauty of our city and its people.
So this is my third time attending the event. This is my first time in Cleveland attending, so I just really wanted to see what it was like in Cleveland, and I brought my mom along with me for the experience.
I love the atmosphere. I have a good time with the people, meeting new people. In my group, we have somebody from Pittsburgh, so it's great when people come from all over to just experience this unique international event.
As the night unfolded, it's clear that Le Dîner en Blanc brought a touch of Parisian glamour to Cleveland. From the stunning decor to the joyful fellowship, it's a celebration that will be remembered for years to come. I'm Catrice Head for TV20. We are Cleveland.
Thanks for that report, Catrice, and what a spectacular event. The skies over Cleveland roared to life this Labor Day weekend as the annual Cleveland National Air Show took flight.
The Cleveland National Air Show celebrated its 60th anniversary, filling the skies above Burke Lakefront Airport with aerial spectacles. Headlined by the U.S. Navy Blue Angels, the event featured military jet demonstrations, aerobatic performances, and parachuting displays.
My experience today at the Cleveland Air Show was wonderful. This is my first time being here,
And I mean, seeing all the planes so far is so exciting.
We've had a good time. I mean, a lot of people, lots of sights to see. He got to explore a lot of different planes.
Showcasing the latest in aviation technology to the proverbial granddads of flight, decades of planes were available for all to explore. From aspiring young pilots to seasoned veterans, the show drew aviation enthusiasts of all ages.
And we are bringing history alive to the folks from Cleveland. We've had a lot of interest in the airplane from young and old, veterans, children, school age, preschool, you name it. Everybody's excited to see the old airplanes.
The most exciting thing today I experienced is honestly giving high five to kids that want to fly one day, because I was that person when I was 3 years old at the Cleveland Air Show. So it's really exciting to be able to give back to the community that, you know, brought me where I am today.
For TV20, this is Alex Picturno.
Thanks, Alex. It was the end of a fun and active season as the Cleveland Department of Aging held their final senior walk of the summer at Imprint Park.
Today's our 10th summer senior walk, and so we move around the city and we pop up, and hundreds of seniors join us for both walking and also community.
The senior walks are more than just walking, says Cleveland's director of the Department of Aging, Mary McNamara. They also serve as a way to inform the seniors about health, wellness, and safety.
Absolutely. Our key partners are in this, are having Cleveland Police here to talk about safety in their neighborhoods, safety walking out in the community. We've got Cleveland Fire here talking about how do we ensure people have working smoke detectors in their home, know about fall prevention. And then our most popular booth is EMS. Health screenings right here and giving people alerts if they've got issues they need to deal with health-wise.
Officer Lynn Hampton of the Cleveland Police Department says he loves going on these walks and talking with the seniors.
You know how it is sometimes when, you know, neighbors on your street get, you know, left behind and people don't think about them. Seniors need their grass cut and things like that. And then right now, you know, with the situations going on, people start preying on seniors because they're at home and calling them and trying to do fraudulent situations. So we come out and we give them safety tips and we have fun with them. And it's a great thing that the seniors who took the initiative to want to come out and participate in this walk, because it's all about health and wellness as well, you know. So that's a great thing. So, anything positive like that, as far as the community is concerned, I like being a part of it. It's okay.
It's a family thing for Frances Braxton. She's been to 7 of the 10 walks this year and brings along her 97-year-old mother.
Yes, I'm 75, so I thank God. And I bring my mother, who is 97, and we've been coming, and she do at least 3/4 of a mile. Yes, I have 5 family members walking, so it makes it good because we're all supporting my mother.
After the walk, the seniors were treated to a hot dog cookout grilled up by the Cleveland Police. As always, the Cleveland Senior Walks were a big success, and plans are already underway for next summer's walks. For more information on everything going on with the Cleveland Department of Aging, visit the City of Cleveland website at clevelandohio.gov. We are constantly uploading new content on our TV20 Cleveland YouTube page, so make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on anything. You can also connect with TV20 Cleveland on your favorite social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, and X. Thanks for watching TV20 News. I'm Dan Monroe. Be sure to stay tuned for more on TV20. We are Cleveland.